Salutations, my Fallout lovers. It is Matty here today bringing you a Fallout 4 wishlist video. And before anything, be sure to check out the link in the description of my previous video. That is the newest episode of Shit People Say About Fallout 4. So, this series is created by your comments, so be sure to let me know in the comment section down below what you would like to see in the next installment of the Fallout franchise. If your comment is awesome enough, you will be featured in this series along with 2 other commenters. Now, I usually do this series every Thursday, but I did not realize we have skipped this twice now, so I was like, okay, I don't care if it's Saturday, we're doing it today. So, let's jump right into it with the first comment from Lou Sassel. He says, Matty, what if you could ride horses in Fallout 4? Like some mutated horse or something, because cars seem like they'd be a little too much and ruin it, but horses might be so odd that it just might work. And I agree with this, Lou. Much like he said here, in the first ever episode of the Fallout 4 wishlist video, we discussed vehicles. And now, don't get me wrong, I think it would be awesome to kind of like get a motorcycle as like a mission reward or something like that, and as time goes on, you can get upgrades for it and put little pieces on it, and it's kind of made just from the ground up, and it literally looks like just a Wastelander's vehicle, where you could renovate one of the junk cars that you see on the side of the road or something. That would be really cool, don't get me wrong, but just driving around in a car doesn't seem Fallout-esque to me. I don't really think Fallout when I see cars, and I feel like it would ruin the immersion. If you're just cruising around in a car, you wouldn't be able to be threatened by enemies, really. You just run them over. So I agree that horses are a good happy medium here. Especially if you take Skyrim, for example, where they do help you get from point A to point B a little bit faster, but they're not too quick, where it's actually almost all the time a better solution to go on foot. But it's still a reliable option. So all in all, horses, Fallout 4. Yes, yes. Okay, moving on to the next comment from Ethan Dovahkiin. Speaking of Skyrim, right? He says, I would really like to see different ways to execute missions according to your playstyle, such as if you play stealthy. I feel Bethesda needs to be more open to the fact that run and gun isn't for everyone. It sucks to upgrade all your perks and skills to a specific skill set, but you only have one way to execute most missions. And now, just pay attention to that first part of his comment. That's all I really wanted to cover. I really like this comment here. Mission design is key, and it's become more and more apparent in gaming nowadays that the player wants a choice on how their character looks, what their character does in the game, and now this is a more key factor that's playing in a lot of games now, is the freedom of mission design, whether it's through multiple guns, or in the case of, I'd see in Fallout 4, how you tackle certain scenarios. For example, you stumble upon a Legion camp that has a bunch of hostages. You go in guns blazing. Is there some stealth options? It's all about the world design by Bethesda. Like I said, you can have certain crates set up for cover, but you can enter from a different angle that is like secret or hidden, something along those lines. And I'd love to use a certain game example that I've been playing recently, but I'm unfortunately embargoed. But let's just say that it works out quite well, and having just the freedom to do what you want in a game and how you want to tackle a mission is great. But when you look at a game like Dishonored, that's another perfect example actually of how player choice and how you tackle a mission results in a fantastic game and a rewarding experience. So yes, I agree that we shouldn't just have to run and gun everybody. I feel like stealth should be more of an option, and Bethesda should work on their world design for that type of scenario, because it's not like prior to this their world design was bad or anything. It's just that now that times have moved on a little bit, I do hope that Bethesda's kind of caught up with that. Anyways, moving on to the final wish from Vertex GFX, I apologize. He says, you should be able to buy a sleeping bag from vendors, and you should also be able to start a campfire to cook food. So, survivalist stuff. I really like this comment. A lot of you guys suggested. I'm surprised I haven't covered this one. And the reason why this is so important is because this was introduced in a DLC for New Vegas, the Lonesome Road DLC, and everyone really liked the addition of getting your own sleeping bag and being able to sleep wherever you are. But naturally, I've always felt that the sleeping bag idea was just kind of too easy, an easy place to rest and stuff. So I feel like there should be some type of risk-reward factor. And the way I always introduce that is kind of similar to GTA 5 when you switch characters and all of a sudden they're just doing something different, they're in a different area. I feel like if you fall asleep, you're going to wake up somewhere else. You're going to wake up in a bandit camp. You're going to wake up in the trash. You're going to wake up somewhere different. I think that would be really cool. But that's if you just sleep out in the middle of the wasteland. If you sleep in a allied camp, if you sleep somewhere safe or somewhere very well hidden, then you'll be fine. But I feel like if you're just going to go ahead and just plop the sleeping bag down in the middle of the wasteland, you should be punished to some degree, not in the way where it's like, oh damn, they took all my stuff, but actually that would kind of work. You kind of have to stealthily work your way to into like a chest and throughout the camp, get your stuff back, and kind of just rain hell on the camp. I think that would be really cool. But like I said, the sleeping bag is a great idea, as is the campfire idea. I really like that he included that, but what he's saying is that you should be able to start one. It's not like in New Vegas where there are ones like placed throughout the worlds. So yeah, I would love to be able to start one up and cook my food for the next adventure, so that I do have more healing items or buffs or whatever. That would be awesome. But anyways, those are your 3 Fallout 4 wishes for the week. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave your suggestions for the next installment of the franchise in the comments down below. As always, be sure to follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. Other than that, my Fallout lovers, stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.